All right, first question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Leading up to this, people that like to talk about things, like a myself, who's gonna win? Let's have a contest. Who's the best woman in the world? There's Meg, there's Lauren, blah 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 blah. You seem like a humble lady, but is part of you like, oh, I guess they don't see me coming.
Um, no, I think we were ranked pretty good, honestly. I was like, all right, I'm eighth. My goal is eighth. So I was right there with you. I wasn't at the top.
Where did Hybrid Fitness Media put you?
I don't know. I told you I don't follow that many people on Instagram, so I just kept to myself. Figured I'd figure out how it was working when I got to Manchester, but I really didn't see that many people before I raced anyway.
All right, let's see what we wrote for Belle MacFarlane. By the way, big F, small F, which one?
Oh, capital F, and it bothers me that it's like lowercase on
No,
everything.
dude, I get it. I get it. People call me OCRM or obstacle course racing media. It drives me fucking bananas. So I will fix it on our site. I realize it's wrong.
Thank
And it
you,
looks
thank you.
like and it looks like he typed Bella and not Bell. So
Yes, I was gonna say there was somewhere where they put my name, Belle MacFarlane, and then immediately after said Bella, and I was
yeah,
like,
that was
wait.
us. So sorry about that. I will fix that as soon as we're done talking. It says
Uh,
Bell has quickly emerged in the Hyrox scene. The regional championships were already wrapped up before she completed her first Hyrox race. Then she dropped over 3 minutes off of her debut time to secure a spot in the Elite 15. It will be her first time in a championship race, but we see a strong showing and a bright future ahead, but not so strong that we didn't put you seventh.
that's okay. You were still positive. I appreciate that.
So let's break it down, man. Let's just go. Lots of hype, creative nations, loud music, random singing of Oasis. How are you doing during all that sort of build up? Are you in the warm up zone on your little bike? What's your pre-race sesh like?
Yeah, I'm usually like start warming up 30 minutes out from when I need to be in the zone. And so I don't do the bike. And in fact, my hips have been hurting a lot, so the bike really aggravates that. So I do a jog out and then I kind of like just go touch point on every event, like hardly anything. Like I'll do like 100-meter ski erg, like 100-meter row, like 10 wall balls, and then a lot of stretching, honestly.
Do you talk to anybody?
No, but it's because I'm really shy. And I feel like everyone's like got their game face on, their AirPods in, so I just keep out of everyone else's way, stick to myself.
So going into this race, do you have a strategy about stations, about overall placement, about pace? How do you approach the race?
No. And Sean, my doubles partner, asked me the same question actually the day before the race. He's like, "So what's your strategy?" And I was like, "What? I'm supposed to have a strategy?" Um, Honestly, I was really focusing on my run this time because of my running background. I knew that that's where I had the most to offer. And because I only started this a few months ago, I was like, I've built up as much strength and endurance as I can in the other events. So I'm going to do my best and then try to just put my head down and do what I know best, which is the running part. So, no specific strategy on the events, although I did want to do the sleds, all the way down each lane, like unbroken.
That was the only thing you thought about.
Yeah, because I knew I could do it. So, I think I only think about the strategies that I'm positive I can do. And then because I don't want to disappoint myself in the race, I guess.
So I think after skier, I think it was you, Lauren, Meg, Alondra kind of at the sleds when the sleds started. Is that correct?
I think so. I know I was like way back leaving the ski erg, but coming into sleds, yeah, there was like three or four people in front of me, I believe.
And do you just kind of zone out, or do you get nervous with those gals right next to you?
No, I pretty much zone out unless it's like the race part and I use them as a target to try to keep up with them, or if it's someone else that may be hurting a little more, try to pass them. But I pretty much stay in my own little blinder zone.
But there's so many laps for this one. How can you even tell where people are?
Oh my gosh, that was the worst part. All the counting, not only for the laps, but the lanes like back and forth and back and forth. I was not ready for that. Yeah, it doesn't matter where they are in their run, as long as there was a target in front of me, I was going for it.
So anybody that was in front of you was, I now have to pass this person.
Well, yeah, even if they weren't technically like ahead of me in the race, it was more just like they're the next 10 meters ahead of me, so
Got
catch
it.
up to them. Yeah.
Got it. Are you wearing a taco tattoo? I'm noticing.
I am. I'm wearing a taco tattoo. Sean's mom gave them to us like it was part of my graduation gift, honestly. But she was like, "Those are for your race." And we're like, "What? A taco tattoo? What do you mean it's for our race?" So we wanted to honor her, and we both did taco tattoos.
So she didn't say this is because dot dot
No,
dot.
no, just here's your taco tattoo. We're at World Champions. I was like, "All right, we'll go with it. Keep it light." Yeah, I might get it permanently on there.
I can't tell if you're being serious.
I'm joking. I don't have any tattoos. Not yet, anyway. We'll see.
I also do not have any, and I'm the only person I know that doesn't have any, especially by
Yeah,
my age.
they're popular, especially in Hyrox. We saw a lot of people with, they were a whole mural of tats.
Fitness people love it, man. They love to get sleeveless, men or women, and show the stuff. Big thigh
Hmm.
tattoos. Like, people are into it, man. The
They
fit
love the
crowd loves
pain.
their tats.
Yeah, they got to express themselves in their exercise and their art. All the power to them. I just
Right?
don't know what I would put on besides a couple days of a taco tat. That's all I got.
So if you say you don't have a strategy, how do you know how do you know if you're doing well or not?
Um, I I just go with it. I don't know if I know if I'm doing well. I think for me, the beginning of the race is always the hardest parts for me. So at least when I get to like the fifth station, I can kind of tell my rank and I can push it or kind of ease up from there. But the beginning of the race kind of up in the air for me.
So fifth station is what?
The row. So like just halfway in the race basically, because the first four are trash. They're just hard and I have no idea, where everyone else is in that. But then I feel like my confidence and my hope for the end of the race builds towards the very last half. So each station from like five, six, seven, eight, that's when I get a little more confident and I start, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Have you looked at your splits?
Sean mentioned a couple of them to me, but I didn't actually open them.
I kind of love that you don't, though. It's kind of funny because I know a lot of people, like, as soon as they're done, it's what they're digging into it, right? So
Right. Yeah.
you definitely um you definitely were steady-ish on the runs. I mean, you went out 328, which you could imagine everybody goes out hot. And then second one, 401, 427, 411, 418, 417, 422, and 435, which was your slowest there, the last one. Oh no, the no, yeah, that was your slowest one. So I'm guessing you don't even know what you normally run.
No, I have no idea.
So uh so it looks like um I think this is a great this is a nice, I can't think of the word. You'll come up with it afterwards, but I'm just going to give people um what your stations are, okay?
Go for
10th
it.
in the ski erg, first in the push, 11th in the pull, fourth burpee broad jump, sixth row, seventh farmer's carry, first lunges, third wall balls, fifth overall run total. So it's kind of amazing that you're that all over the place and that it gets you the third spot.
Yep, I'm just a hodgepodge. I'll figure them out at some point.
That's what I'm saying is that if that gets you third, if you can if you can crush the push and the lunges, right? And I feel like those are two things that everybody kind of hates. I mean, I feel like everybody hates everything at that speed, but of those two, um, why do you think you're so slow on the erg? I feel like is just form, right? You'll get better at that. Like you'll figure that one out. But the pull almost last.
Yeah, but
What are you doing?
if you remember, well, you talked to so many amazing athletes, you probably don't remember, but my very first Hyrox in Houston, I think my pool was 7 minutes, and I almost dropped out of the race, and I was just like, give up on Hyrox. That's track. It's hard. Um, so I've gotten better. It's not 7 minutes. We're working on it. I don't know, man. I'm just weak. I feel like I'm pretty lanky compared to a lot of the girls out there. I don't do lifts. I think one of the Instagrammers sent me like some form to fill out about, what's your strongest deadlift, your max squat. Like I don't do any of that. I don't know. Um, so I think it's probably a strength thing and a form thing. I've knocked it down quite a bit. I'm just not at the elite level on the pool.
Are you 5'10"?
No, I'm 5'6".
You said lanky. I was like, oh, maybe she's really tall.
Oh no, I just my muscles are kind of limp compared to some of the women on the field. They are looking amazing.
Okay, yeah, because if you're tall, you do well on the row and the erg typically. That's why I was confused.
No, I'm 5'6".
But
So
but if you can, after all that, have the third best wall ball, I say that's something. 337, that's something. After all of that work,
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, that's just the facts. I'm just reading. That's not even my opinion. That's just like, well, you're 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 pretty good at this.
Well, thank you.
um, I think that um I think there's probably some people that might actually not like you for that. Like, oh my God, she's not even conscious of what's happening here. She's like accidentally really good at this. Um, but
I think that's the whole like ignorance is bliss type thing. Like I don't know. I don't honestly know anyone's times. I obviously don't know my own times, but I don't know what other people are pulling. So I just go out there and try to keep up and do my best effort. And I've just always done sports where it's like you just got to go out and give it all you got. And that's what I'm doing right now. Maybe at some point, I'll get a little more organized and really focus on honing in on those specific events and getting those better. But especially since I just started this in January, I was like, well, I just got to get a little bit better in all of them. So I haven't figured out my true Achilles heels yet and where to focus that energy.
so yeah, I think that's important because I think Meg said this is her first year. This is your first year. This was your third High Rocks ever.
Yeah,
Lauren has done, I think, 15.
she's amazing. Girl was moving out there.
Yes. Um, so knowing this, is this now something you do want to do? Do you want to practice your sled pulls?
Maybe. um, I don't know for sure. I definitely like there's a goal out there and I can see that I'm on the, verge of like I could be really good at this. I just got to focus all the energy in. But it's that fine balance of, am I going to start training a sled pull for an entire season starting now? Or do I want to focus on other types of hybrid fitness events or obstacle course racing, Spartan, and things like that? I'm sure the sled pull would help in any of those. Um, I just don't know exactly where I want to focus my time right now.
What's on the immediate horizon?
Rest, a little bit of rest. And then when I get back, I'm gonna go run a mile race at my alma mater, Rice University. They do like summer track meets, and I've missed them for the past 10 years. And I just did one last week before I came here, and it was really fun. It was my first mile time ever, actually. And so now I have like a legit mile time, and now I want to beat that mile time.
Which
It's
is
not
what?
very 5:16 was my first mile time ever.
Okay, nice job.
Thanks. So nothing impressive, but now I have a goal. So I want to hit that goal. I had my Hyrox goal actually written in my phone notes before my first Houston Hyrox. I wrote it in January, and it was like 1 hour and 5 minutes will put you in the top 10 in the world. And that was my goal.
Good job. And you
Thanks.
did 102 and change the other day.
Yeah. Yep. So I met my goal, and I'm proud of it.
What else? What else is on the horizon sports wise? What else? Are you registered for things?
No, I'm not registered for anything. Nothing is legitimately on the horizon. When I get back, my dad has to have a big open heart surgery
Oh
in
man.
June. Yeah, so I kind of just I graduated, I did the worlds, and I put the rest of everything on pause because it's a pretty big operation, and I just don't want to have anything looming over my head. I probably will hardly work out during that time, actually.
All right. Well, I'll send good thoughts to your dad.
Thank you. He'll appreciate that. I do too.
Could I interest you in the Rally in the Valley event coming up in August?
Tell me about it. Actually, I really I feel bad because I'm part of this world now where these people do all these incredible events, and I just don't know where to find them. Besides when it's too late, when I see, Chris or Lauren or someone out there running it already, I'm like, wait, where did you find this? So please tell me about something.
Well, first of all, I will tell you that I am creating a website called Hyper Fitness Media where you will find all these wonderful things. That's one of the things we want to do is put all these things in one place for people to do. Rally in the Valley is being put on in August. Lauren's already coming. We're trying to get Meg. I think we'll probably convince Meg in the next week or so. And it's one of those 2 day, super fun, little this, little that, little running, little strength, maybe something you've never seen before. And it looks really fun. And yeah, that's in West Virginia. Where are you again? Texas?
I'm Texas, but West Virginia's, I just went for the first time this year, and it's really cool. So I like
Um,
that.
but
In
yeah, I think go
win,
ahead.
win in August.
I should know off the top of my head.
Beginning or end?
I want to say end.
That might be a problem.
Why is that?
I start my first job out of school August 21st. So
Oh, what's your first job out of school?
the CRNA, nurse anesthetist.
Okay, that's right. We talked about that.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Um,
But it sounds like a really cool event. Rally in the Valley.
yeah, and
What?
I think if you do get on social, just start looking at if you just start following everybody in the Elite 15 and follow me, and you'll just kind of start hearing about everything. Even if you don't type or post a lot.
I just feel like I hear about it too late. Like I said, they're like, I'm going here to do this fun thing. And I'm like, well, my ticket cannot be bought and I cannot coordinate that in a day. But I am very interested in finding out what else is out there.
Yeah, but like I said, if you just start following people, you will start hearing about stuff sooner. And people, become friends with people, be friendly.
Well, I'm excited for your website. That'll be extremely helpful. I'll work on making friends. I'm very shy, so
Are you
please someone.
really?
I am extremely shy, yeah.
Because you do for like the first time we talked, you were like kind of like what's the word? You were easy to talk to. You know what I mean?
I fake it. I took an acting class in college, so I think I fake a lot of it, but inside I'm dying and I don't like talking to people because I'm shy.
Okay. Is this painful for you, this conversation?
A little bit. It's better because I know you from the previous conversation that we had, but especially like everyone in the Elite 15. I think Dylan, when I was checking into the hotel, Dylan came right up to me and I was like, I'm socially awkward, but thank you for approaching me. And I really appreciate that because I probably never would have approached him. So,
Yeah, I think they talk about how there are people who look really extroverted who are actually introverted. And I think I know that as a kid, I was extremely shy and like afraid of the world. Like I remember, so I think how some people, what's the word, compensate is that they go the other way. And I think that's what I did. Like I distinctly remember, I don't know if this is going to whatever to people, but my friends and I went to Wendy's and I hadn't gone without my parents. And so I was afraid I wouldn't know how to order. Like when I got to the front, I was like 12 years old. I was like, what if I say it wrong? Which is like sounds so crazy, but I remember like panic setting in. Do you understand
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, no,
But
I completely understand. I feel that to the
okay.
core.
Okay, good. So
We my
then,
I have a half sister and we would pick her up from the airport. I think I was around, 6 years old. Me and my mom would pick her up from the airport and she'd come out. I was so excited to see my sister because she had been at her dad's house. And then when she would get there, I would hide behind my mom's leg because I was like too shy to, be excited for my sister. And it took me a whole day to get over that every time she would come back. So that's how shy I am, even with my sister, my blood. I'm working on it though.
well, that's all we can do. We're all a work in progress, Belle.
Yes, exactly. We're doing good. You're
I,
doing amazing if you were shy as a kid.
yeah, I think, yeah, like I said, I mean, I used to do a lot of drugs and alcohol. I think that helped.
Something changed in your mind between being a kid and now.
Right, but I think that was the first thing when I was in my teens. I think like, oh, well, I can like liquid courage, right? And then, but then I had to stop because I used too many. I went too far.
Well, we're glad to have you back.
You know, me
Normal
too.
balance, normal balance.
Somewhere, right. I got the good medication, right? I figured out, right. I'm right where I'm supposed to be, I think.
See, I
So I,
don't drink usually. I mean, I've drank a little bit, but I don't drink, so maybe I need a little more liquid courage, but not to the level that you did.
right. Yeah, I don't recommend anybody do the level that I did. It wasn't good. It wasn't healthy. Um, so did you not go to the big party last night?
I did not, and it's not necessarily because of the shy part, but Sean he was sick a little bit leading up to the race, and then it obviously when you stress your body out that much, it really hit him hard. So we just went and got some food and went to bed.
Yeah, that's what I would have done too. Like if I ever see you at these events, I am not the party. I don't go to the party. I go to the dinner and then it's like, okay, it's now everyone's like, cool, now it's at the bar. And I'm like, now it's time for me to go to my room. And then I do.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
never regret it. I never regret going to bed early.
Exactly. Exactly. I felt so much better not going. I'll say I did plan on going. I even packed high heels, which are extremely rare for me, but it didn't work out and I don't regret it, but I'm glad everyone had fun at it. I did see some videos, I heard about it. Glad everyone enjoyed themselves. I enjoyed myself too.
Let's talk about your doubles race.
All right. What do you want to know?
How did it go?
It was great. Um, I was trying not to show Sean how much I was not feeling it before the race because this is his race, and I I wanted to give it my all. And when we were in the warm up area, I was doing the same like strides on the treadmill that I was doing for my own race. And then I just could feel a difference between the previous night and that morning. And I was like, wow, this is not going to go well. And I went and I like chugged a couple teaspoons of honey. And then I told him, I was like, I think I just need more sugar. And I went and got honey. And then I bet by the time I was like at the start line, I felt better. And then once I start the race, like everything is always fine. I kind of forget the pain and forget whatever soreness is there. And just keep up with him. He's a fast runner, so
And is the conversation we're here to win or bust, or what's the conversation?
Um, sorta. I mean, obviously we keep it light because we get the taco tattoos, as a reminder. But we knew that we could win. We were hoping to win the whole thing, not just age group. But we got third overall, and still winning our age group is still good. So we were happy with it.
Is there separate? Do they do a separate age group overall award? I don't think they do.
No,
But
no,
you
they
just
just
wanted it for bragging rights,
no. So they do age group
right?
only.
Right.
And so as former track athletes, we're used to just like, why is there age group? Like we want to know how we did compared to
Every
everyone.
right.
And so in our hearts, we got third, which is, it would still have been a podium. So we're happy with it.
I see what you're saying.
Hmm.
Um,
So he wouldn't even tell his mom that we won because in our hearts, we got third. But we did say we did good.
all right. So let's look at the names here. I'm looking at the field. Jacqueline and Florian Lippenmeyer put down the best mixed doubles time, 55-51.
Hmm.
Then Corinna Bungard and Lucas Storath. Lucas Storath was in the Elite 15 a couple years ago, I think. 56-05. Belle and Sean, 56-22. Jeffrey Voisin and Jezebel Kramer. So two Elite 15ers. 56-33. Mark and Lauren, everybody's favorite American Hyrox couple. 57-05. Tom and Dina Hogan, 57-05. Ooh, what a battle. Looks like tenths of a second.
Hmm.
So you had some good mixed doubles partners up in there.
Yeah,
Uh
we
Kate,
really
Kate,
wanted.
Kate and David Magina way down here at 23rd, hour 03. I thought David was down for the count, but David raced the next day.
I think it helps when you're with someone. It really puts you in that, you're not just there for yourself mode, you're there for the other person too. So they did great.
Yeah, I think when I get a little bit stronger here, I think my wife and I are going to do something together because my wife is super strong.
Yes, you should.
I think
It's
we're
so
going to
much
start.
fun.
I think we're going to start with a Deca though. I think we're going to start with a little easier, just kind of for both of us, not just for her sake, for my sake too. Maybe a Deca doubles first.
Go for it. I've never done a DECA, and I'm trying to convince my brother to get back in shape. He's a little older. He's like young to mid 40s, and he just started working out again. So maybe I'll convince him to do a DECA double with me. That'd be fun.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, you did what you did when your age group. Let's see, by a couple minutes. Good job.
Thanks. We really wanted to be in the heat where we could race the people who were gonna beat us so we could, rabbit them down, like I said, find that target and go with them.
Right.
So we were the whole time just focusing on we have to push ourselves because there's no idea. We were the very first heat of all the mixed doubles. We're like, there's no idea like how fast everyone else is gonna go in the heats after us. So we just have to push ourselves and we were a little short of our goal, but we still did great.
Um, yeah, I'm just looking them up. So Florian, he is
I think they might be the world record holders for the mixed doubles, maybe.
yeah, so he's a triathlete. Um, he's already updated his bio to say Hyrox doubles mixed world champion 2023. Good for him. Um, and they got married, it looks like. They got
Oh,
married
recent,
on 8/7/22.
nice. Still happy honeymooning year.
Yeah, good
Still
job.
living the high of the happy emotions. They did
Right.
amazing.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. No, they totally earned it. 100%. They were incredible. We saw it, they passed us on the course and we are like, wait, are they in the next heat? How fast are they going? So we tried to keep up, but they are speedy for sure.
All right. And so now we're gonna just do a mile and then chill out for a while.
Yeah, I'm doing a mile maybe on I think it's Thursday. And that's a maybe. I'm doing a mile and then I'll chill out for a while and do our research and figure out what we're doing. I think we did talk about the Dallas Hyrox doing at least a mixed doubles because Dallas is close to where we are in Houston and my family's in Dallas and they still haven't seen me do anything, so not since gymnastics. So they might come out and we might do the Dallas one
All right. When do you fly back?
tomorrow morning. So I guess in a few hours, really, because it's 8 p.m. tonight.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. I appreciate you hopping on and doing this.
For sure. Thank you for having me. Always nice chatting with you. Good to see you again.